Oh, hey. Well, back again. I know. Uh, Maybe 2 days late, but I did upload a video, a short video, showing what happened with the SUV because my vehicle, since I made the other video when I got the battery, never hooked up the battery because I had to do some connections to the solo controller. I had to put that one in because the other one's fried that I was using. I should sit properly. I'm not sitting properly in my chair. So let me get me so. Okay, that way I'm not really on top of the camera. So I made a banner, as you can see in the latest video. I released a smart mower. That came the other day, so I was excited, and I was right there when the FedEx truck pulled up, and it was express truck. And I used to work for FedEx. I used FedEx Ground. It's a long story. I was there a long time, so I know all the secrets of that place. Okay. Okay. Anyway, besides that's another story we don't talk about. But anyway, he was carrying it in his hand. And he said, "Oh, this is heavy. No, no, give it to me. It's heavy." I told him I used to work at FedEx Ground. You lift up all that. That's why my triceps are huge. But anyway, I brought it into the house, and it's been in the box. It came in a box, a brown box. On the brown box, it tells you on the label, because I know since I worked at FedEx, and I know how to read the shipping labels and all the codes and all that stuff. It came from California, Ontario, California. Those of you who live in Ontario, California, I looked it up on Google Earth map. You can probe down from space and come down and see. Anyway, so it's in building. But they shipped it out quick from the time I ordered it on Amazon. It went. So that means it's already comes from, you know, mainland China. It came already in the box, sealed. Uh, Quality control in the box was excellent. There was no damage to the outer box or inner box. Yeah. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. As you see, the cats, they love the box. So I'll take it out. I was going to mow the lawn Friday, but, you know, fall asleep. I've been up recording all night. I have to edit the parent shower, and I got to get those videos out. So I was way behind. Well, I have a little process. I can teach you content creators what I do, but unfortunately, I'm testing out the waters as well still, because everything is changed in 2025. It's not like it was in 2024 and 2023. That's why. But anyway, I'm focused more on the mower. Um, uh, I wasn't too sure. There was a cheaper one, like for $269 for two batteries on Amazon. It said it came from Amazon directly. I think it still comes from the company itself. But I want the four batteries, so I saw that one. It was 309 or something like that. Um, but those prices are Father's Day special. So I hopped on it. I saw it. We just got a Greenworks 60 volt, um, 5 milliamp battery, one big gigantic battery with a quick charge and an extra blade. Now, we missed the deal at Costco. Costco had an 80 volt. It had a whole bunch of LED lights in the front. Um, it came with the blade. It came with two batteries and the charger, but not the quick charger. It's a slow charger, which I don't understand why they do that. I've had these before. I had my first cordless one back in 2012, Greenworks, 40 volt, 40 amp. Okay, the batteries were like about so. They're $100 each. I think it came with one battery. No, it came with two batteries. Um, because one battery cannot cut my lawn. My lawn is like 1/4 of an acre, so it can't cut it. That's why they made a mistake with the robot. I thought it was 1/8 of an acre, and that was a mistake. I should have kept the robot, even though it was returned and Amazon sounded to me as new. They should have given us a discount. But anyway, I sent it back. That's a perimeter. You have to put a wire from the base all the way around your property. That might have worked in the back of the house. You see? Could have got that. 'Cause that's what the problem is. The back of the house, mowing that lawn is a pain in the neck. So I got it in my head. I said, why don't we buy two mowers? There's two of us here. Me and the girlfriend. She can mow with the one she got. She got the Greenworks 80 volt. Well, it has one battery. She needs two batteries because we tested it out. We were able to cut the front, one part of one side, and The side is about like the same size like two large cars. Garage would be like that, and it's a lot of cutting. And the back too. So it died. So I took the battery and charged it. I thought it charged quick. It wasn't fully charged. Like halfway charged. It was enough just to finish off the rest. Then it died. That's on the Greenworks. So my idea is this: instead of buying robots, which are not really, why don't we just get to AI? And these are smart lawnmowers. There's an app for them, so you can control them from the app. So I heard about this one here, and I jumped on it. But all I see on Amazon is the 2 battery version. I guess they have other versions before this model. This one had this little space, like a plane controller on it, and had automatic lifter to lift up the side, from 1 inch, 3 inch. I cut my lawn around 3 inches or something like that. I think it goes up to 6 inches, and it has a speed control, but it's self-propelled. Hers is not self-propelled. Hell, you have to push it. Self-propelled is another $100 more. It would be $400. You're better off buying the one at Costco for $4.99. And that was on sale, knocked down from $5.99 to $100, but we didn't get it at the time. Should have got it. And, like I said, it's not easy to come out with all this cash. That's crazy. But got this one, so I will mow and she'll mow, and when her battery dies, I'll keep going. It should be enough to cut the place. Well, we'll find out. And I heard that these batteries you can use it to charge they're battery packs, and it can charge your phones and all that other stuff. We'll see how it is. This is a tech channel, but this is AI. We're in a different era now. We're not like just computers and laptop, desktop, networking, internet, extranet. It's like an internal network. They don't talk about that stuff anymore. I didn't talk about it here because you create an extranet, you create a workstation network domain in your own home. But today nobody needs to do that anymore. But it can be done. What's that? Okay. But so I'm excited to try this thing out. Charge, get the batteries going, get the little thing out. I know the neighbors will say, "What the heck is that?" Because it doesn't look like. And those that cut the lawn and they charge. Well, I was going to go with a company that my neighbor uses, right? They're very professional, very nice, clean trucks. Everybody wears uniforms and everything like that. So I asked him, how much would you charge to cut the lawn? First he said 130. How much with the shrubs? 20 more. So he wants 150 to cut everything. But that's a lot of money per year. That's like almost 1,800. With that kind of money, well, I could buy a robot, right? Yeah. But it's a lot of money to spend on a robot too. I think the best thing to do if you want a robot, have your place fenced in. Then let the robot go. You can even get the other kind. I don't know if the perimeter ones would work without the wire. Or maybe they'll just wander off. But yeah, you fence the whole place in. So the robot, it can't go out. It'll just bump into the fence and cut through the place. But there's still places you have to protect. Because I have walkways that I made myself with cement. I built my own deck myself. Built my own pole and light, and I can do anything I want. Like, I'm a creative thinking, a very intelligent person. Yeah. But yeah, you'll learn a lot from me here because I get into things. I'm interested in the computer. Is like my right arm, and stereo equipment is like my left. But they work together. Oh, I meant to tell you when I told you about Video Concepts. Yes, I used to install stereo equipment. They had units used to come in like a rack, wooden rack, and you would put each of the components in there. I used to do all of that, so I have a lot of experience doing that stuff. And then we do the tech, and now we're doing YouTube, content creating. But yeah, I'd rather do all this than drive around and do tech. I know you make more money being a tech, but it's a hassle sometimes. You work late at night because most of the projects are after working hours, and you're there after midnight, and then you have to come in the next morning. It's a follow up to make sure that all the computers are up and running. So that's how that goes. I should do a play scenario. Did you get to go to Albert's Voice ASMR and check out that tech video? That's pretty good. I should do more. Might make another one. Or make one here. Yeah, if you're interested. To see how role play would be. I can do voices. So, but, yeah. Um, I don't know which model I have. I couldn't see in the box. I always in French. Okay, English. So they're basically all the same. They're all so this mower, the setting, all of them the same. It's just the battery and the features what they got in there. I will be using the mower as a mulcher, so it's gonna take the grass, chop it up, and remulch and send it back as fertilizer back to the ground. That's how I use it. I don't bag anything. That's silly. And then that's gonna use a battery power too. So we'll see how far we can go. Because on the other one, like I said, we can do pretty much half the property. But yeah, it's it just feels smooth. It goes right through thick grass, high grass. It just goes. It didn't stall. The 40-volt, 40 amp one used to stall on me a lot. Yeah. We'll see if this one, how this one works. The new one. I'm, I'm just curious. I like anything that's futuristic. I thought it was pretty neat, so I jumped on it. You would took a lot of the mowers that are expensive. I do have I think it's called York, WOROX. I have a lot of their a lot of their gardening tools. Mostly they're wired. I had wireless. I had Black and Decker stuff. I had Greenworks, um, Hedger, Edger, Weed Whacker. The Weed Whacker and the Edgers, they failed. They were based on 40-volt, 40 amp, and the lawnmower was the only thing. That's why I'm hesitant to buy anything more Greenworks, but we took a chance. So this company, Lily, or whatever it's called, they have a lot of products. It's pretty dirt cheap, but I don't know. Let's see how quality the mower is, because they have Weed Whacker dirt cheap, like $59, and they come with extra batteries. They're all battery packed. They have um, a cart, a collapsible cart that's running batteries. They can go any terrain. I thought that's pretty cool. I saw somebody using one of those. And then they have a cooler pack. It runs on the batteries too. That'd be good to throw in the SUV because it gets hot. You go to the grocery store and you get your groceries. But now where I told the girlfriend, hey, why are we going to the grocery store like Walmart or like that? Why are we going all the time? Why don't we just have them deliver it? And they deliver it. Oh, something else I want to say. Oh yeah, when she did that Walmart Plus, she got Paramount Plus and Pluto for free. Pluto with no ads, but you still get ads. I don't know what the deal with that is. But we do have another Paramount Plus comes with it. And she got some other perks. So she goes, I think it's Burger King. You get uh, I think you get a free burger. Oh no, at first you get I think 15 or 30% off. I don't know on the Burger King, and then after that, every 3 months you get a free Whopper. Uh, that's a perk. Boy, Walmart they really go all out. Just getting that, paying 12.98 or $98 a year for their little club membership. They're competing with Amazon Prime. Now Walmart used to have their own. They partnered with another company to have a video streaming. I don't know what happened with that. So I guess it is when it was streamer. Guess what I did? The girlfriend, she wanted Disney Plus, and I wanted to see, and I didn't know what Disney Plus was offering. I had Disney Plus with Hulu for $2.99. That was cheap, but there was nothing on there. Now I have it. I signed up for it, but ads. Uh, it's too expensive without the ads. It's expensive. It's like I think it's another $6 more per month for it. You say, well, that's just $6, but it's tax. So with tax and everything, you're looking at maybe around almost near $20 a month. That's a lot for that. But they have a lot of stuff. Like, you know, I forgot. I used I signed that up on a different computer. I've been using the Mac like crazy. Mm. I don't know why people don't like using it. It's a different kind of a way with Windows. But if you use Chrome OS like I do, that's different too. And your cell phone, you're using if you're an Android, if you're using Apple, you're an Apple person, and you want Apple, you want Mac Pro, Mac Air, you want you want one of these. No, the iPad. I like the iPad. You can do a lot of things with this iPad as long as you have Bluetooth. But I can't connect my iPad to the the iMac. I know they're on two different operating systems, but still, it won't work. The only problem with the iPad is you got to keep it charged because it dies pretty quick. But hey, these two, I have three things from them. That's it. I don't have the iPhone. I thought about getting the iPhone, maybe from AT&T. They're running that crazy deal, but it's expensive. It'd be $172, and but then I would have an iPhone, you know. But I'm gonna wait. I want to see what the next generation of phones. I want transparent phone. Anything transparent. I don't know why we don't have this technology yet. I will show you what transparent means. But transparent, that's what it means. It's gonna be thin, like an epoxy glass, right? Because you can drop it and it won't crack. Um, and it will have the futuristic battery in it, battery that doesn't overheat, or like that. And it'd be touchscreen. You could put it slip it into your pocket. You can't bend it or break it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that in the desktop too. In the future, there was a series on NBC called I forget the name of the series. I think it came out in the 90s. No, not that one. There was a series about this guy would drop back in time, and he saw them typing, and they had a little cube, and it created a holographic, and you can see both sides of the monitor. I thought it was pretty cool, and the keyboard was translucent. Why can't we have that tech now? It's 2025. What are they waiting for? What did they do? What are they doing? We still have bezel phone, bezel, heavy laptop. I know the laptops will come thinner, and the desktops, like the Apple, the iMac here, it's all in one. They're still making this kind of thing like that. They make the cube. The cube ones, I wouldn't bother with that, because you still gonna need a monitor. I understand. I know for PC wise, you turn your smart TV into a gigantic screen. Yeah. I'm having a great time with the 85-inch, by the way. I'll do another review, but we really can't show too much stuff because copyright. So I can show my channels. I can talk about that, and I say, I'm gonna say, hey, G. I'll say it here. Somebody don't say hey, and I'll say the name. Hey, turn the lights on. What's the weather like? Can you do all these things? And it'll do it. It's a crazy. I walk in and we need a light for the front. There's something wrong with my SUV. The back lights are on. So the girlfriend's like, "Oh, you better come out here. Your back lights, all three lights are on in the back." What? I hit the brake, and still won't go off. So there's a thing on the Hondas with a little plastic or rubber. Well, I think this the CRVs, not CRVs, the Civics have it. There's a little plastic so when you press on the brake, right, and you release it, this thing hits the bushing. I don't know why they made it like that. It's kind of weird. So it's like a push in, and then it pushes in and turns off the light. Now, if I knew about that, I thought it was what I hooked up, because everything was working on my SUV. The charging and everything was working great. I said, why the heck the lights come on? So I had to go get the part. I don't know how much it is. Couldn't get it yesterday. I'm trying to go today. Trying to get it. Otherwise, you can't drive. The brake lights would be on all the time. That's draining the battery. We just got a new battery. Don't want to drain it. I finished my emergency room. It's all finished now. Got some more stuff for it. So it's finished. Yeah. So I'm good. But what I can't buy, I'll create on a monitor and have it a looping or something like that. Yeah. Because those hospital machines are expensive. I built my own nurse's station. I did tell you about that. That's in here. Yeah, it's gigantic. And we have so much wireless keyboards. We have this one, a couple Logitechs. I don't have the Logitech to show you. I want to hook it up to this. I was playing my tank game on my Dell here, but to move the tank around, you need the up and down arrows. I don't use that WASSDF nonsense. You guys, you can use that. If I'm going to move forward, I want the up arrow. If I want to move back, I want the back arrow. I want to move left, I want the other arrows. And that's better to control. And it's easier that way. You take the mouse and you aim the cannon and you fire. Not with the mouse, but you fire, poof, poof, like that. I know I got to play this WAS on the keyboard. I have no time for that. Okay. Well, anyway, hey, anything else? Hey, shooting like crazy with this. So we have two. Do you see this? Look at this. This is pretty neat. I didn't notice this on when I was shooting my ASMR. We actually have two eyes. So we got one here. You got one here. Because they got there's two lenses, so they're both on. Yeah. I don't know. They're both 50p. So is that 100p? Yeah, the two lenses they're supposed to be 50p inch each. I think that's what it says on their site. I really don't know. I really haven't checked into it. But I want to tell you something. I use a program called I think it's called Slice, Lemon Slice, and the other company made my music into. I have a couple of music and lyric. I told you about that. I use AI to. I type my lyric. I type it in, and it produces the song in a female's voice. But I want to see how the music video would look like. So I think the same company owns Lemon Slice AI. So I picked a British girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. That was pretty neat. She started singing my song. Oh my God, that was amazing. But for the free account, it's only 10 seconds. For $40, you can get 5 minutes. But is that 5 minutes for the whole month? Or is it up to how many videos can you do for that amount? It's very expensive. Why can't we buy the AI software? We have so many computers. Have one computer make the music, right? You put the lyrics in, boom, it creates the music, singers and everything, and then another computer to make the music video. Because that's what I want to do, make a music video. I want to be able to. So there's different sites, but there's different price ranges. They can get pretty expensive, but I don't know how many music videos I can create, because I can have, and then just do like having side income with the music and videos. Yeah, I have a music channel already. It's an OAC, official artist channel. But that's what I can do with what I have. I'd like to go beyond that. AI could do better because they can be the engineer, they can be the producer, not the creator because you're creating it. Okay, they could do DJing for you. A lot of people are into this. So, but all you have to do is write the lyrics down. You can do beats too. So you can still do your own stuff. So, but you can write your lyrics, so you can. I have a couple of love songs and I have a rap song already made. It's amazing. Yeah. I was cutting off here like this. I have to stand up like this. I guess I have to adjust. Let me bring this down a little bit. Okay, that should be better because you don't see me been cut off my mouth. So, yeah, that's about it. I don't think of anything else. So we're gonna use the two mowers. We're gonna shoot it in. I could shoot this in HDR10. We have HDR plus, but we can shoot it in HDR10. Yeah, I just have to aim the camera. I don't have to see at this. Right now I have front facing, like you have on your like this. We have this on the phone. So on the phone you have the screen here. We got the screen on the front too, which is pretty neat. So I can see what I'm doing, so I don't have to guess. But when I did the HDR, I had to guess. But I think it looked better for outside. We could catch the richness and the greenery and the sun and the blue sky. It would be great, wouldn't it? So I'll shoot the video like that. Won't be too long. I can't shoot no hour-long videos. That's impossible. That's too much. That's too demanding. So just be a segment. We'll see how the model works, right? Look forward for that. Maybe shoot a video of me setting it up and getting it ready. Let's see what happens. Okay. That's about it. Nothing else going on. I think I covered everything. Okay. Okay. Enjoy the higher bit rate. Oh yeah, by the way, this is 3 stereo mics, so it's stereo. But everything I've sent you, all the cameras, the Z30, the Sony ZV-1F, they all that has 3 mics too. They all have stereo. So everything I've done is in stereo. So it's no sense to highlight it. I did put the little 2 ears and the headphone on there. And, so, but check out the latest video and that's not too bad. I fill in everything I can think of. I'm gonna have a video on content creator. I want to focus on what I know and what you should be aware of. Because a lot of the others, they don't say what I know. Because they don't. They only focus on, oh, get rid of this, get rid of that, don't do it this way. What you really need to do, and I did mention in one video, we'll talk about it again, and you need to do it. You need to protect yourself, okay, and redirect things also. I'll teach you how to do that. They don't teach you that. They're just so gun-ho and they talk so fast and they don't tell you anything until the end. But anyway, that's about it. Well, anyway, thanks again. Hey, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna ask you for that because we need to hit, get up there. I'm getting there. Thanks a lot for those of you who have subscribed. And a lot of you enjoy this kind of content. You learn a lot. Okay. Or I can go, yo, 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 hey, what are you doing? Hey, we got a new lawnmower, like that. And then well, we don't know if it's gonna work, but they put the 4 batteries in there and charge it up. I mean, I could go like that. I could do that, or do something bizarre. But I could do multi-character, like you're working in IT. So what's the first thing you got? You get this, hey man, where is this where I need to be? Is this the project? And he goes, what project is that? The IT project is a rollout we're doing. Are you so and so? No, my name. I have a name, but it's not so and so. I can do stuff like that. And I'll say, we say, Albert's the team lead. And you have to follow his instruction. You have to have somebody higher up there, and then you send the team out if they have problem. You tell them what to do. They got sheets, and you would put down if you completed the task. The task is to unbox it, remove the old computer or monitor, wire it up neatly with the strip ties and the Velcro, and everything. And if you complete it, just check off, and put the tag in the front. Then we know who completed the job. Who's doing their work, and then you move on to the next. You're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of machines, and sometimes project can be a long time, a year-long project. That's a lot of money. That's good money. But you got to factor in food and stuff like that. If the company sends you to another state, I've been offered to go to different states, but they don't want to pay it. They say, well, we got people there. They'd rather have somebody else local than send you there unless the client really wanted you. Then they have to pay. So you get hotel, they pay for the tickets, they pay for the rental. You see what I mean? They give you $50 or more for food per day, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how the IT gigs work. Okay? It depends what you want to do. You want to work in the networking, go in the closet, run up and down the ceilings, and put the access points in there. Or you want to do desktop support or get on the phone, do help desk. I don't like help desk. So that's why a lot of these help desk jobs are now overseas. They are doing it. Philippines, Egypt, South America, and these are the places that are doing the help desk. When you call in with a problem, something wrong with the billing, they really can't do anything. It still has to go back to the United States if it's an American company. It's pretty tricky with all that stuff. They will say, hey, we'll give you a refund, and they'll get you the refund. They're overseas, they're good to get you the refund. If you do food delivery like Uber Eats, DoorDash, you're calling in for support. It's overseas. It's not the United States you're talking to. Rarely you would get somebody from the United States and calling you, and when they're from the United States. Hey, Albert. Yeah. How's that coming along? Did you finish up the work? Who is this? You're in California. You guys calling? Yes, we can call you. You can't call us. But a lot of companies that do that. You can't call them. You can't talk to them. There's no one to talk to. Everything's overseas. They need to change that policy. I don't like that. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Okay, I hope you learned something. I can't think of anything else. air conditioning just finished. Oh yes, I still use the Z30. Yeah, and I use the new lens on there on top. Yeah, I like this. This is nice. This is heavy and it's bulky, and I use this. I think this would be good. This is I use this in the studio and the Sony outside because that's what it's good for. And with this extra lens, yeah, and the filters and dual filters, it works out there. This won't go outside, even though I should. But a lot of people videotape it. Then we have the other Sony, the little one here. This is pretty neat. This does work though. It's pretty neat. It's like the Canon Power Shot. It's a Power V1, like something similar like that. You can play with a little pulley out there. Yeah, you get the background screen. This still works. I paid $99 for this. This is optical zoom. It has everything. It has a battery in the back. Everything is down here. The battery pack and the card. It does everything the other ones do. This is not 4K or 1080p. Yeah. Snaps a picture. This has built-in flash. See? Oh, took a picture. Okay. And you turn it off. Let's see, on and off. It's pretty cool. Okay, hey, take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I should be back on. I don't know. We'll see another video. Okay. The only problem with this is how do you get the record on? You gotta